Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are looking at one of the most fascinating, multi-layered years a modern superstar has ever had. We're breaking down Zendaya's 2026. Guys, it is an absolute masterclass in how to blur the lines between personal life, brilliant promotional strategy, and highly provocative cinema. We're going to look at the massive rumors, the jaw-dropping fashion, the intense film discourse, and the incredibly grueling schedule behind it all. So, let's get into it.
Okay, let's dive into this because you literally could not log onto the internet recently without seeing massive breaking rumors that Zendaya and Tom Holland had secretly gotten married. We're talking about two of the biggest stars on the planet who first met years ago on the set of Spider-Man and eventually transitioned from best friends to a highly publicized yet fiercely private romance. So when rumors of a wedding started swirling, the internet absolutely exploded.
And the gasoline on that fire? Well, that came from none other than Zendaya's longtime stylist and image architect, Roach. During the 2026 Actor Awards, he made an explosive, totally impromptu comment claiming that a wedding had already taken place. And he didn't back down either. Later, crashing an interview on the Oscars red carpet, he was asked to clarify his comments. His response? He simply smiled and said, "No, I said what I said." To add even more fuel to the fire, paparazzis captured the couple out and about in Paris. They were holding hands, chatting with fans, and looking incredibly happy. But eagle-eyed fans zeroed in on one very specific detail: a mysterious gold band spotted on Zendaya's finger. Suddenly, what started as a stylist's cryptic comment on a red carpet seemed to have actual photographic evidence backing it up. So the entire world is looking at this evidence, right? The stylist quotes, the Parisian stroll, the gold band. Fans were even sharing what looked like stunning, intimate wedding photographs across social media platforms. It seemed undeniable, but did they actually tie the knot? Let's look at what the bride, or alleged bride, had to say about the whole shebang. So the crucial point is, the internet got just a little bit too creative. Zendaya appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live and directly addressed those viral wedding photos, explaining that many people had been completely fooled by them. She literally had to tell people, "Babe, they're AI, they're not real." While she kind of sidestepped confirming or denying an actual legal marriage, she decisively shut down the digital fabrications that were going viral. But, the conversation around her relationship didn't just stop there. While promoting her new film, she actually opened up about her relationship philosophy. When asked about her idea of a perfect marriage, she admitted it was a corny answer, but said it's when two people seem like best friends. She emphasized how beautiful it is to see two people who don't just love each other, but genuinely like each other. To ground this in actual human psychology, clinical psychologist Priya Parulekar outlines 3 stages of relationships: physical attraction, emotional connection, and finally, the intellectual stage, which encompasses marriage and shared responsibilities. Parulekar points out that relationships built on a solid foundation of friendship are incredibly resilient. Because Tom and Zendaya were close friends first, they possess a deeper knowledge of each other's values and personalities. And really, that explains why their dynamic is so strong and why we, as a culture, are just so captivated by them. Moving on to Section 1, Bridal Fashion as Marketing. Now, is it a total coincidence that these massive marriage rumors peaked precisely when Zendaya is hitting the red carpet for her newest movie? No way. And this brilliantly illustrates how Zendaya and Roach use method dressing to promote a film. They literally recreated the Victorian wedding tradition right there on the red carpet. Step 1 was something old, where she wore a gorgeous corseted Vivienne Westwood gown from her own 2015 archive. Step 2 was something borrowed, a vintage cachet dress. And Step 3 at the Paris premiere was something new, a bespoke Louis Vuitton dress featuring a sweeping black bow acting as a bridal train. It's just a spectacular visual narrative that perfectly aligns with her upcoming film. Which brings us to Section 2, Inside the Drama. The film, requiring all of this spectacular wedding-themed method dressing, is an A24 production directed by Christopher Borgli, starring Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. At first glance, the setup looks like a traditional romantic comedy. You have Emma and Charlie, a happily engaged couple, navigating the stressful week right before their wedding. But this isn't a simple love story. The film pivots sharply into dark comedy and psychological thriller territory when a devastating secret from Emma's past is revealed, severely testing their relationship and upending everything Charlie thought he knew about his soon-to-be wife.
The secret revealed in the film is intense. During a gathering with their wedding party, Emma hesitantly confesses that when she was 15 years old, depressed, and bullied, she planned to commit a school shooting. She ultimately abandoned the plan and became a gun control advocate instead, but this highly sensitive revelation completely derails the characters' lives in the week leading up to their wedding. A24 kept this twist entirely hidden during the promotional campaign.
Because of the subject matter, the film generated immediate real-world backlash. Boston Globe critic Odie Henderson gave the film 0 stars, calling the plot twist repugnant and tasteless. The gun control advocacy group March for Our Lives criticized the film's wholesome marketing as highly misleading. Furthermore, the father of a Columbine high school shooting victim stated that the movie humanized school shooters. The film has certainly succeeded in sparking intense, polarizing debate across the cultural spectrum.
Now let's look at Section 3, Zendaya's packed 2026 schedule.
Listen, navigating the press tour and intense discourse for the drama alone would be a massive undertaking for literally any actor. But this is just the beginning. Let's move to our schedule and see how this builds. Just look at this timeline. We start with the drama in April. Then she rolls right into the highly anticipated, intense third season of HBO's Euphoria. By late 2026, she's in Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey and a new Spider-Man film. She closes out the year with a sci-fi epic Dune Part 3. And looking ahead to 2027, she's already slated to voice a character in Shrek 5. It is a staggering, grueling release calendar of non-stop global press tours and massive blockbusters.
With a schedule that completely dominates the box office and the cultural conversation, it's pretty easy to see why she recently made headlines with this quote. "I may go into hiding for just a little bit." While said in a joking manner, it reveals a very real desire to step away from the relentless spotlight, to take a strategic pause after an incredibly intense work cycle. Which leaves us with this final thought. We've seen how effectively the marriage rumors were utilized to market her latest film, showcasing incredible synergy between her personal life and her professional brand. But looking at her schedule and hearing her talk about wanting to disappear, we have to ask ourselves, where do we draw the line between brilliant movie marketing and the exhausting reality of relentless mega fame? When an actor's real life becomes the ultimate promotional tool for their art, what happens when the cameras finally stop rolling? That's all for this explainer. Keep questioning what you see, and we'll see you next time.